So B1 family, this morning before we came into work up here in Jonesboro, I saw some of the creepiest you could ever see.
The albino black woman on here that does the transformations makeup thing, Nova Ice, is AI. My sisters, get out the fucking comment section. She's fucking AI.
So I was like, what is she talking about? So I went and I did my investigation. I'm glad I did. Because what we found just might throw you a little bit. Now, we know there's albinism in our communities, you know what I'm saying? From Africa to the United States. I actually have a cousin. My mom has a first cousin who's albino. And I was like, she look real till you see certain, like that. You see certain things, just like, that's crazy. I'm like, okay, hold on. You know, maybe I'm tripping and you're going through. And I was like, no, she look real. Then it led to this other woman who's been, quote, who's been brought up in conversation. I think Sienna Rose or something like that, right? In fact, let's just listen to the clip.
Sienna Rose is an AI artist that is posing and promoting her music like a normal human being and has 3.3 million monthly Spotify listeners, which is such a slap in the face to artists like myself who've been in this game for over 10 years and spent tens of thousands of dollars to mix and master music and create visuals to cater to platforms like Spotify, who continue to routinely cut us a smaller and smaller chunk of the pie in favor of AI artists that they don't have to pay. I've barely made any money from Spotify, even though I have multiple songs that have independently crossed the millions of stream mark. I've pitched all of my music to enter Spotify playlists, and it rarely does. But watching AI artists get preferential treatment from massive platforms like Spotify is literally mind-numbing and skull-crushing. What the fuck?
And I was like, wow. And you know, on TikTok, when you put up somebody's name, it brings up all the videos that are, you know, related to that. And I said, let me just dig through this rabbit hole because she's like a black woman. She look what, Sudanese or Eritrean. She looks, you know, like she's African. You know, this AI model, which I think there's proof, you know, that she's an AI model. But my problem was, I'm like, oh, they're using foreign black women now. You know they're gonna come for our sisters later. So let's go through this rabbit hole together. Really interesting. Same sweater, not that women don't buy the same sweater, that happens, it does. But the same movements. Really interesting.
Who is Sienna Rose? The artist rivaling Olivia Dean. She's a neo-soul singer blending 60s soul with modern R&B. Except, Sienna Rose is not real. Since releasing a 6-track EP in September of last year, Rose has amassed nearly 3 million monthly listeners on Spotify. 3 of her tracks have made it into Spotify's viral 50 USA playlist for the nation's most popular songs, and users have listened to her top track, Into the Blue, more than 5 million times. Her song was even used by Selena Gomez on an Instagram post, before it was taken down. However, the French music streaming app Deezer has flagged a number of her songs as being AI generated. Sienna Rose, in all probability, does not really exist. There are some suspicious signs. The 34 songs released since last September imply a heavy workload, but her sparse Instagram account and her generic album covers give little information about the person behind them. Spotify allows the use of AI with guardrails to remove deceptive content, such as those trying to replicate an existing artist, but said it does not promote or penalize tracks created using AI tools. What do you think? Should AI singers like Sienna Rose get a platform on Spotify?
You know it's something crazy when the dominant society's women band together to call it out. And of course, I don't like them using a melanated woman because we know what they're doing. Now, delineation is giving us some protections, but once they figure out, okay, well, this ain't working, let's make her look like our women, it's gonna be a real problem. So we finna nip this in the bud now. But this white girl, she says something interesting, and then there's another clip. We're gonna let you see it, and then we're gonna review it, and you're gonna see what I see and make a determination.
This is Sienna Rose. Oh, wait. Yeah, you thought that it was the image of the black woman, right? Yeah, well, it used to be this, and now they've switched so that they're using the image of a black woman instead of a white woman with red hair. They also used this image at one point, and now it looks like this, but it's all the same. It's all the same. And I have had some people say, how can you tell that it's AI? It looks very real. And to that I say, how can you not tell? You should be scheduling an appointment with your optometrist and turning in your driver's license. Sienna has accumulated well over 2 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and a lot of those are probably bots and probably AI, but it still shouldn't be happening because those listeners should be going to real artists. And any amount of real human people who are listening to her because they don't know that it's fake, they absolutely should know and should be made aware of this. There are people who are saying this is a non-issue and that it doesn't actually affect real artists like myself. But to put that in perspective for you, that amount of monthly listeners can generate between $6,000 and $20,000 per month for that artist, which is enough to change my life personally. I don't know about you. Then there are people who will say that if you're creating music and people still choose to listen to AI, then you just need to make better music. Your music just isn't good enough. And it's not about that at all. It's not about the fact that people would choose AI over a real artist. It's the fact that they should not have the option to choose AI on a streaming platform where real human artists are sharing their work. AI should not have a platform there where it can steal from real human artists. Not to mention, there are plenty of black women who are making music that sound better than this music, and they should be getting that revenue. Then I did a little Google search and I looked up the most popular AI artists at the moment. I can't call them anything else but artists. I'm sorry for using that word. They're not artists, but for the sake of this video. And here's a list of the top 10 right now. Sienna's not included on this list, but probably because it was from last year. This is the revenue. $157,000. That's a lot of money, friends. And then I went through this list and I blocked every single person on this list. And I created my own list of all these that I had found. So every single one of these is an AI generated bot posing as an artist and stealing money from real artists. So if you want to screenshot this and go and block all of these, and then if you know of any other AI generated music that's out there on Spotify, please comment the name below so that we can all go and block it, because this has gone far enough and we cannot let this take over the industry. This is actually just insane and obscene and wrong, and it should not be happening. So please watch out for us real artists. If you're a real artist too, like put your info down in the comments so that people can follow you and find your music. That would be awesome. We got to share each other.
Yeah, eating these white women's pockets. You saw the first clip, oh girl. All the work she's doing, because professional mixing and mastering is super expensive. I do use AI Master, a tool, but I do use other tools that are put into the program. I use Logic to help me, get the loudness and all that stuff. So, yeah, it takes time too. Sometimes you get your master, it's not, you catch something like, now we got to go back to the mix, do the mix again, and then remaster it. So, yeah. Oh yeah, it's getting deep. Now this next clip is trippy, but one of the comments told the tale of the tape.
So I keep seeing these comments everywhere. She's AI. Well, I feel real. And I hope the 3 million people listening feel the same.
So now that you've seen it, let's look at it together. We're going to catch something. Right here is where you need to look. That door seal. Right there. Uh-oh. What happened to it? See that definition of shadowing? Head gonna go down. Head comes back up. Boom. And then also, oh, that's me. I thought that was her. No, just look at it one more time. You saw the shadowing. Now it's gone. Be one family. I'm letting this be made known, sisters. Don't let nobody trick you into doing no videos and no clips. What we just want to do, make sure you know what's going on so they can't use your likeness. Because that's one of the next things they're going to try to do. They're going to try to get one of our sisters and put her out there, or put what looks like one of our sisters out there, so that can be a target. We're boxing out everybody. We're boxing out everybody. Be one.